Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ousmane Dembele, as it has been reported that Barcelona want to renew the 60 million euro rated star before the season kickstarts, but his agents are in no hurry. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, in this episode, we are going to be talking about Ace Abde, as manager Javi has finally made his decision clear that Ace Abde will participate in pre-season no matter what. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Over the past 18 months, Ousmane Dembele has finally started to showcase his true quality at FC Barcelona on a regular basis, buoyed by the confidence shown in him by manager Xavi Hernandez. The 26-year-old has been thriving at the Catalan club. Xavi played a key role in convincing Dembele to sign a new contract with Barcelona last year. When his deal had run out, the French international signed only a 2-year contract, though hoping to pen a better deal down the line. And the contract that the former Borussia Dortmund winger did sign not only expires next year, but also consists of 50 million euro release clause, which will become active this summer, and it has become a matter of concern for Barcelona. Amidst this, Sport is reporting that Barcelona wish to negotiate and renew Dembele's contract before the start of the 2023-24 season. Apart from the threat of some club activating the release clause looming, Barcelona are also worried that the Frenchman could sign for a different team after January, once he enters the final 6 months of his contract in 2024. As such, the La Liga champions are keen on avoiding a situation like last year, where the contract negotiations dragged on and closed the matter by the start of the season. What works in Barca's favor is that Dembele and his agent, Moussa Sissoko, have conveyed to the club that they do not wish to leave and will renew his contract. The Frenchman, whose market value is 60 million euros, himself spoke about his contract in recent interview. He said, "It's going very well. Barcelona wants me to renew until 2027. My agent will talk to them. I'm happy with the team. Also at home, I feel, at Barcelona. We'll see what happens," he said. As confirmed by the player himself, Barca have tabled a new 4-year contract until 2027 for Dembele, and Ousmane Dembele intends to sign the new deal. But even as Barcelona wish to finalize the extension before the start of the season, Dembele's agent is in no hurry and wants to take his time. Despite that, there is absolute confidence that Dembele will renew his contract and stay at the club for a prolonged period, with a new deal only being a time of when and not if. Of course, the issue of Dembele's contract have been making headlines, as Barcelona really wish to keep this guy for the foreseeable future. Ousmane Dembele have been more of a better player under Xavi than under any manager. It is very clear on that. Of course, one thing that have always been a concern for Ousmane in his time at Barca has been injuries. Injuries. Of course, under Xavi's leadership, Dembele have undergone injuries just once, which was this past season, when he was out from January to late April, which was almost 4 months, which was a big blow to us. And honestly, I think Xavi will know for sure that renewing Dembele, it will be a great news. But we also have to mind the fact that the player is an injury-prone player, and to be honest, that's just the truth. And if Barca are pushing for a renewal, I don't think they should give a very long time, maybe to 2027. It's too for me. For me personally, I think it's too much. Give another 2 years max. 2 years max, maybe 2026. Honestly, I don't see why they should be extended to 2028 or 27. because there are times that Dembele can disappoint you with his injury problems. He has been good, especially under Xavi, no doubt about that. The club want to keep him. So there are many details that need to be finalized before the deal can go through. Currently, Ousmane Dembele have a 50 million euro release clause, which is quite cheap and affordable by other clubs who want to buy him. It will be easier for them to just pay that amount, and if Dembele says yes, that's all. So Barca, the reason why they are trying to push for that extension is because they know that 50 million euro release clause is quite cheap, and the earlier they try to extend his contract, the better, because of fear of the unknown. Because there have been many clubs showing interest in Ousmane Dembele, last season and the other season, but Barca have refused to sell as they value him quite highly within the Camp Nou. So as it stands right now, Dembele looks set to renew his contract, but according to report, they are saying that his agent is in no hurry. Barca themselves, they want to do it before the start of new season because of a fear of maybe another team coming and activating that release clause, which is quite small when compared to the qualities of Ousmane Dembele. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. With the summer transfer window almost upon us, Barcelona have been hoping to get rid of some of the unwanted stars at the earliest, including those who were out on loan last season. The only loanee who appears to have a future for Barca is Ace Abde. I think he was the guy who standed out when it comes to the loanees last season. Abde spent last season at Osasuna, where he enjoyed a positive campaign. He scored 2 goals, setting up 4 more across all competitions. He helped Osasuna finish 7th in La Liga and was the runners-up in the Copa del Rey. And now, according to Sport, Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez wants Ace Abde to do pre-season with the first team in July, no matter what. This comes after Abde's impressive performances for Morocco under-23 national team against Guinea in the AFCON under-23 2 nights ago, where he scored a brace to fire his team to a 2-1 victory. As per the report, Abde was hoping to finalize his future at the earliest possible. The winger has opened to leaving Barca on loan or even on a permanent fee this summer, amid interest from Real Betis and clubs in the Premier League as well. The winger is aware of that competition that exists in Barca now, with the likes of Dembele, Rafinha, Ansu, Ferran battling for the same spot on the wings. While there are doubts over futures of Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati, reports suggest that Barca could end up keeping hold of the latter. So Abde is bound to have reservations about his game time should he return to Catalonia, but Xavi is firm on his stance of wanting to see Ace Abde from close quarters during pre-season. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.